Adam's a guy who's sort of, I guess he's trapped in some circular thinking or something. He's a bit of a neurotic dude. He's very obsessed with details, likes to keep his house very clean, doesn't like to be late for work at all, you know, and but also, he also doesn't really have the, how shall I put this? He doesn't have the balls to assert himself or really change anything about his life or his situation. You know, he has a girlfriend who kind of, to be honest, is a bit of a selfish person and walks all over him, and he kind of just takes it because she's so hot. And but Bryce Dallas Howard does a great job at you know, turning her into, yes, she is a selfish girl, but also a human being. And I think that's kind of the most important thing, and one of my favorite parts of this whole movie is, while it is you know, it's a comedy and it's funny and hilarious, the people are human beings. They feel like real people. They don't feel like, you know, stereotypical comedic devices. So Adam ends up comforting the people in his life maybe a little more than they comfort him. Everyone sort of freaks out, and he has to be like, "Are you okay?" Or "I'm sorry that this is happening to you." And yeah, I guess when crises like this come up, you sort of see what's underlying any relationship, and you know, whether it's his relationship with his girlfriend or his relationship with his best friend or his relationship with his parents or, you know, the people that he works with, you know, it kind of brings to the surface whatever is bubbling underneath. Rachel, Adam's girlfriend, is, you know, sure, she's selfish, but he also is at fault in this situation in that he kind of lets her be the way she is and continues to sustain the relationship and sort of backs her into being that way. And he claims to give her an out, but he doesn't really. And I really like that. That was to me one of the my very first favorite things about this script was they didn't turn the protagonist into just a saint. Because again, you know, absolute stereotypes are just sort of boring to me unless it's in, you know, some huge superhero movie or something. But, you know, in a movie like this, stereotypes just get old. Like, that's good for a sketch, but for a whole feature film, I need to see somebody a little more human. And Adam has his problems. He has his faults, and of course you're rooting for him and you care about him and you want him to, you know, pull through this whole thing, but you know, he's not just, you know, some hero good guy that you're rooting for. Adam's probably I guess you could call him a little timid, maybe a little overprotected as a kid. You know, doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, doesn't go on very many adventures. He probably likes to stay quiet and like listen to the radio and clean his house. Yeah, and he won't even drive.